Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're on?
Yep.
Okay.
Hello, how is everybody?
Evening.
Thank you, dude.
So Lisa's not going to be here tonight, right?
She will not be.
Okay. Where is our minutes? Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Okay. I did as well.
I move to accept the minutes. Now, which minutes are you talking about?
Uh,
Because we have two here.
For March 2nd.
Okay. No,
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I wasn't here yet.
yeah, she wasn't here, but we do have minutes from,
Yeah, from March 7th.
Meeting number 7.
Meeting,
yes.
yes. So, Donna.
February
Lisa
23rd is the first one.
is the first
We
one.
didn't vote on those because,
That's right, we didn't. Okay.
so I make a motion to accept the minutes. Did you have a chance to read that?
I don't believe so. Trying to figure out if I was here.
Give
for
her a
that
second.
one. Right.
We couldn't vote on it last week because it was only Jim and I.
You were here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. Forgot about
Okay.
that. Okay. So you get a motion to
I have a
accept-
motion to accept the minutes of February 23rd.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Or nothing?
0, thank you.
All right. The next one would be minutes from March 2nd, meeting number 7.
Okay. I make a motion to accept those minutes.
Okay.
I second it.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
You voted Megan? or
No, Megan's not.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Megan wasn't
We'll
here.
make that
So
301.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And now for March 7th.
Well, Mr. Chairman, I don't know how it happened, but it appears, by my records, the last time we met, we just skipped over the planning department on Code 62, which is on the new document here you have in front of you on page 10.
Page 10.
Julie or I had any record that we actually voted on this one, so I guess we could start there.
Oh, no, we didn't. We did skip over, didn't we?
There's no real change here. The same people. I'm recommending that we have the contract services for one more year. They've made good progress in terms of rewriting the zoning ordinance. I don't think they're going to be completely done by this June 30th, but they'll have made major headway. The definition section is the most important section in any ordinance, will probably be completely done by then, if not before. But I think it would be wise for consistency purposes and changing some ordinances according to the comprehensive plan, that we have them around for another year. This is less expensive than having a staff person here, a full-time staff person, definitely. The EDC person there on row 279 in tonight's handout is there for $15,000. We haven't used much of their time yet, but let's see, we have one EDC member here.
Yes.
We're working on a tax increment financing district and
Yeah.
looking at that for the town. We're actually going to have a draft map version 2.0 at the next selectmen's meeting to talk about where to do that. It'll be centered around the Hannaford intersection there.
Right.
I'm not sure how far away it will go. So essentially, it's Lee J. Feldman for the planning side and Chuck Morgan for the EDC side. And again, that is not a change.
And Chuck will also be putting in for, forgive me, it just jumped out of my mind. For yeah, what do you call, not a bond?
Grant?
Grant, thank you.
Yeah.
He'll be putting in, he's gonna be putting in for a small business grant for the town of Waterboro as well. So, and the town, what the town does with that money is they lend it to small businesses to either make improvements or to create a business, so.
Mhm.
Okay, I have a question because the amount changed from last week to this week on the planning department.
76.5?
Um,
Or your bottom total at the very end of the document?
on line 275, that's the total, right? 95,112,
Yes.
and the one from before was 92,275.
Retirement
And there was retired, there's retirement in there now?
There's retirement in there now, Donna.
Okay,
It wasn't in there before.
right, that was.
Good
okay.
catch.
Um,
It wasn't on the report that Donna's looking at, because that was put in on
Yep,
3/2.
that's the line that's in there now.
Yes,
So we were lacking Tammy's retirement completely?
yes,
Okay.
it got cut out.
So that is the change then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other discussion on that?
Mm-mm.
Well, I'll motion to accept the $95,112 for the planning department.
I'll second.
Any more discussion? Nothing?
Negative.
All in favor?
4-0, thank you.
4-0.
And then I guess the big kahuna would be the capital plan. And go towards the end there, and it starts on page,
Before we do that,
Yep.
can we go to the treasurer?
sure.
Where's that at?
What department was that? Because we discussed it was in the minutes of a phone for Julie
Yes,
that was taken out, and we voted to put it back in,
that's in there.
huh?
That's in there.
Okay,
On,
but we didn't, I don't think we voted on that department, did we?
You voted on it, Donna.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's, okay,
62,434 total in your column, I think. Includes that 480. You voted, I got, yeah, you voted on the 24th.
Yep, I see it.
yes.
While you're there, Gary, do you want to fix that
Page 5, thank you.
salaries?
Say that again?
Do you want to clean up the little stuff now?
Yeah,
Right
while
now?
we're right here,
Yep,
Julie's got some other, I don't know what you
Where
call
are we
them, error checks, if you will, compliance checks, QA. And there is one minor thing for the treasurer since we're right here. Julie, why don't you tell us what that?
Okay, in your salary line, there was a miscalculation.
What line number?
You're on line 105.
Bottom of page 4.
Page 415, got it.
You need, because the longevity wasn't put in, you need $57,880 there.
And that's my fault. When you worked here X number of years, there are 3 steps to a weekly bonus of $13, $26, and $39, depending on how long you've been here.
Okay.
And it breaks at, first one's at 7 years?
5. First one is at 5, then 10. No, first one's 5, 15 is the next one.
That was
Because-
57, what, no?
57,880.
Okay.
Then if you come to line 107, that'll bump the retirement up to $4,052.
You have a new total, Julie?
Yep. Making the new total 63,872.
Those were my mistakes, not Julie's. The longevity pay.
Now, do we need a revote on that?
I think that's a good idea.
Any
you-
discussion on it, or?
We didn't make any other cuts, did we, on that?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, no more discussion? Okay. I recommend we accept personal services increase to $63,872.
I second.
All in favor?
4-0, thank you. You folks have others before we head to CIP?
There's one in the treasure tax collectors. It's not much, it's less than $200, but on your line for retirement for the tax collector, you need $27.83 in there. Instead of $26.50, that's line 97.
Insurance.
And I don't have a grand total on that. It didn't change that, I'm sorry. Um,
What was that amount again, Julie?
2783.
Brings your grand total to line 92, $42,858.
Thank you.
And just so we know, when we get little fixes like this that are truly minor corrections, do you want to vote on those? Or would you rather we just do it? I mean, I'd leave that up to you.
Yeah.
I think it's-
I mean, if it's
Minor
substantive,
corrections.
like the one on
Minor like
Julie's was
that,
considerable, but.
Right,
Right.
yeah, I don't think there's a need
No.
to do it on.
I don't care, I just want to.
That's all I got.
You want to vote on the tax collector, or you just want us to do it and correct it?
Yeah, we'll vote. I'll make a motion, we accept 42,868 to the tax collector.
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor?
4-0, thank you.
4-0.
Let's drop down to the CIP, which actually starts at the very bottom of page 17. And if it's okay with you folks, I just want to jump into the fire department things.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read this memo to you, you've got it, I know you haven't had any time to digest it, I'm going to kind of gloss down through it. My budget's up by well over $700,000, nearly $800,000 without education. So, every $7,500 of spending increases, decreases a penny on the mill rate, that's a buck on the mill rate. I don't think that's gonna be acceptable by anybody.
No.
So, that doesn't include any revenue increases, and we know there's gonna be some, but they're not gonna be huge. I suggest for your consideration and possible recommendation that the Board of Selectmen take in terms of an idea, is to take these $300,000 of fire station improvements out of this one-year budget and put it towards the bond. I'm not asking you to dive into the details. I've suggested to you here that that can be done not to exceed $750,000 for a modest addition that was about 30% of the previous proposal.
Okay.
When we met with the selectmen in January 17th, they said, go back and tell us what you think you need to do at minimum. So you have 4 bullets before you here, and they're pretty much in priority. Toward the bottom of that page there. 2 small shower rooms will be done by eliminating Mike Frazier's office, and the present decontamination shower, you remember, which was a tiny, about 30 by 30 area, could be enlarged with breaking down that wall. That's not to exceed $50,000. We know we're wasting taxpayer dollars with the thermal inefficiency of the attic. We're saying not to exceed $65,000 for at least the insulation above the bay, and it gets a lot trickier when you get out in the back part of the building. But at least to get started on that insulation. If we wipe out the chief and the deputy chief's office, and we turn that into 4 small sleeping rooms, an estimate of 10 grand. And we do have male and female firefighters and people of all ages and sleeping habits, et cetera. It certainly is a question of whether or not, and some people think we don't even need bedrooms, and I just reject that, because if you come back from a nasty call when somebody's died and you pick them up in pieces, I think they need a quiet place to sleep and maybe decompress. I don't think that's too much. We have 6 beds now in the fire station, and when we get a big storm like we did a few weeks ago, or Mother's Day flood like we did years ago, there's people sleeping there in all those beds and maybe more to get through the night for emergency responses. So we can do all these things, and we can kick the chief and the deputy chief and Mike Fraser out of their office, but where are they gonna go? At the last meeting, you pretty much resoundingly, unanimously, I think, said no to the modular. And I heartily endorse that, because I think it's ugly and I think it's a waste of money. So what I'm gonna show you here, and this floor plan just came in today. Selectmen haven't even seen it yet, so you guys get first dibs on that. The bottom part is what we had for a proposal. This box right here is the station as it is today that you're familiar with. The overhead doors are out here. We're saying no to those 3 areas in red in terms of not building that. And what I'm suggesting for your consideration is to build that 30 by 68 foot addition that will have 5 offices in it for both the chief, the deputy chief, Lieutenant Fraser, which got kicked out, and probably the police officer. There will be a multi-purpose room right there that could be used by selectmen for interviews, garden club, trustees of the library, any community organization, because that's going to be a separate area, just like we were talking about before, from the rest of the fire station. So the people can get in there after hours and have a meeting and not get into the fire station when they shouldn't. There'll be a handicap bathroom there, teeny tiny toilet room here for staff, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offices here. The public would come in here, be a central lobby. They would be buzzed in at that door right there, but they'd be able to get out of the weather at that time. And it would pretty much look like the entranceway with the thing that's behind here that you saw before on the $2 million project in terms of what the entrance looks like. If you use $225 a square foot,
Sorry.
this is $470,000 just to build that 30 by 68 foot box, all wired and plumbed and everything. That's probably a little on the high side, but that's how I like to operate, so we make sure we have enough money. I'm not saying that that $750,000 would include the $100,000 for the 12-inch water line. I think that can be a separate thing. But I'm asking you to consider, if you like the idea of taking that $300 out of a 1-year budget, here's an alternative of doing some or all of these things by borrowing money. And I know that the selectmen and a lot of people are reluctant to do that because this just was defeated last fall. I understand that.
Right.
So that's my suggestion to you as an alternative to try and help balance the single-year budget. Pull that $300 out, which is a considerable sum of money.
And I definitely think the voters would like to see the decrease and get their reaction. I know there were a lot of people that, and was it a close vote?
Well, people, it was about 400 votes, but that's 11%. It's not a close vote percentage-wise.
Right, no.
So, no.
Okay.
You know, we spend $1 million between the salt shed, 700, loader backhoe, and a dump truck, just under $1 million. A lot of money. Things that we needed to do, should do. I didn't want to buy a dump truck, but we're saving money by buying one. $65,000 a year we spend on renting dump trucks. So here we are with way too much good idea, way too many good ideas for spending and not enough money. Pretty much the same place we were last year in terms of an increase at the moment. So, questions, concerns? Have I confused you?
I like the idea of putting it out to the voters again at a reduced figure,
It's a 62% reduction in total
Yeah.
cost.
more modest, that's for sure.
We can get by without the bays. We don't have to have the bays.
Right.
Are they gonna be able to, I mean, right now, they have the emergency supplies in the decontamination room. Will they be able to move it to another spot?
Well,
That is more efficient and not as contaminated, because
yeah,
they obviously shouldn't be there anyway.
that decon area will have a hard wall right there, and it'll be all open to the bays right there. Remember, this is where that big washing machine was, right outside there?
Right.
In the bays? So that'll be open so you can wheel a stretcher in there. And then, my understanding is, yeah, that's a solid new wall. And if you're gonna come in the laundry area, folks, I take that back. They've moved the EMS supply right over here completely out of that room.
Okay. It's a completely separate room.
Yeah. It's an option.
I definitely recommend that we take that $300,000 out. I'd rather see it go to the voters too.
Yes. Any other discussion?
I think it's a good idea. You know what, my only concern is we're gonna pass that bond. That's my thing. I mean, what's our chances of passing that?
If it doesn't pass, we don't do the work.
I know,
We'll revisit it
but
next
the
year.
best way to get to cut is to put it to bond. I don't think you have much of a choice, really. I mean, that's,
Well, the other choice is to not do it and not bond it.
yeah, yeah.
That's an option.
Yeah, but I prefer to try to go ahead with it.
I mean, the water line, like I said in my memo, the water line's an extra thing that you can put in or not do. If we built an addition, we want to make sure the connection was there, the edge of the building, probably run it out underneath the parking lot, stub it off in the woods, and then wait for the water line to go in another year or two. That's not the end of the world either. If we have to make a mess and dig up some of the parking lot, we might as well make a mess, put the line in. At least be ready for it.
Right.
Richard, did you find anything out about those portable units that you were talking about
I
last week?
looked at them. I looked at them. They're out there. I mean, it's kind of funny, actually. I kind of looked at those and I took, I don't know where I was at. I was going somewhere and I saw one actually at a fire station. I thought of this place. Yeah, but you know, they're portable and they're what they are. I mean, if we can go with this is the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, they use them for everything, but I did look them up though too. I did look into it. I did the research on it, the size of them, what they use them for. They use them for offices. They have one's got a bedroom in it, one's got an office in it. You know, I mean, they use them for everything. But that's the way to go. I mean, to me, that's forward is what that is. How close was it last time when they voted? I mean, what was the?
Well, it wasn't close. I think it was about 11-point difference in terms of percentages.
Right.
It was 400 votes, 2,100 to 1,700, I think.
Do you have a cost on you were talking about the cost per square footage?
Yep.
Is that still up on the $200 range?
If you use the 200, you can build that box finished off, plumbed off, wired, and ready to go for $408,000. If you use 225, you're at about 470. That does not include furniture, so there's some money
Okay,
in there.
so the $750,000 would include furniture, would include all the,
Yes.
okay.
And I would not want to stand up and guarantee that you could do the $100,000 water line as part of that. I would want to keep that separate, I think, for now anyway. This is preliminary. I mean, the draftsman did this. This is all to scale. It's not an architect's rendering. It's really for you folks and the selectmen to think about whether or not you like the idea. I think the not to exceed 750, I think that's solid. Matt wanted to say 700. I put the extra 50 on there, just so if you don't spend it, you don't end up borrowing.
What do you have below the community room? What's on that far bottom right?
It's an office.
Yes,
That's an office.
It's an
okay.
office.
I'm guessing it would be, chief or deputy chief, could be the police. We've got 2 officers now, but they don't need an office at the same time. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offices there. I've marked them with little green O's. When you get up afterwards, you can see that.
What would we do if we reduce it and eliminate the community room? And just bring it back, in other words,
This here?
eliminate that bottom right office and put it into where the community room is?
So essentially run the wall right up there.
Yes.
With one other office there.
Yes.
You could do that.
Because the problem I had with the community room being there is it doesn't offer you anything as far as kitchen facilities, so that if groups want to use it and want to bring in food, I mean, you wouldn't have a kitchen, you wouldn't have a sink, you wouldn't have any cooking or heating facilities there.
Yeah, I mean, this is much smaller than the room that we have now where the bean suppers are. So there's no intention for anything other than a meeting, in that room.
I mean, I would rather see the town actually build something somewhere else.
Oh, remember the story I told you about the Lions Club? I told you that, didn't I?
No.
The Lions Club is burdened by the building. They're getting older. The group is getting older. The number of active people in the Lions Club is dwindling. So when I heard that from one of the members who offered it to me over at the food pantry, he was a very nice man and very involved, and he actually lives in Alfred. He said he would approach the club to see if the town wanted to take back, because that's our building. We own it. We own the land. And if they want to just continue to have bean suppers and let go of the property and the maintenance of it, okay, there's our community center.
Where's that located?
The old high school, the Massabesic Lions
Yeah,
Club.
okay, yeah, where the dentist is.
It's exactly what the
I've been in
portables
the
too.
kitchen at that building, big place,
Yes.
and you can serve a nice supper
Oh,
there.
it's beautiful.
And they could continue to do their suppers, and we could use it on other nights and weekends, but
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
they
'cause
have a
it's-
lease, and unless they want to break that lease, I don't think we can force them to. But maybe they would like to.
Right.
Who owns the portables?
Portables?
Isn't there a portable down there to the right of the building?
Yeah, there is.
something back there.
The
I'm
one-
not sure what
The
it's
bigger
in.
one to the right is full of the medical equipment. I don't know if that's the portable you mean or not, but they still want to probably do that work, and that's a pretty valuable service. We've gotten stuff there from my dad, and a lot of people use that. I think the Sanford Lions got out of that, and now everything's at Waterboro. That thing is just full of medical equipment. If you know anybody that needs anything at home, call the Massabesic Lions Club.
What kind of medical equipment?
Stools for showers, hospital beds.
Stuff like that, huh?
Anything for mobility you can imagine, wheelchairs.
Interesting. There's always a big
Oh,
need for that. Nobody can ever get it.
Yeah. That room is so full you can't hardly walk. So,
I got my dad's hospital bed there.
No kidding.
all at no charge.
Jesus.
Service. So how much square footage would that eliminate?
Well, it eliminates 62% of the prior square footage of the project. Those 3 no's are 62% of the original proposal.
Right. No, I'm talking about if we got rid of the community center, or not the community center, the
Oh,
meeting
sorry.
room.
You taking it right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What would, I know it would be
It's probably
Like
only about
30.
15%.
13 by 30.
13 or 30?
If you use 225, you'd be taking out a little over, north of $85,000.
Then you wouldn't need that junction to go in that, by the decontamination.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing I didn't think of. Thank you for bringing that up. Right now, there's a door on the side of the fire station right there,
Right.
which is actually right here. They were thinking that if this was used by, fire leadership or whatever, we're in that room and there's a fire call, they gotta come out here and they go all the way down here and they get out to the trucks. Well, why not put a door in there and they can just go boop, right in there,
That's weird.
through an existing door.
There is a door there now,
There is.
yes.
You just need a little not heated, but just a little vestibule there.
You could use that room for anything. Like you can use that room for anything. Even if you had, like you said, all these people sleep. Say we had one of these disasters, and you had to put a bunch of cots in there. I mean, there's a bathroom there. I mean, that's just a general purpose space. You could even turn it into offices or cubicles down the road.
Well, that's the nice thing. I mean, I'm not sure, but there are very few, if any, bearing walls in this rectangle.
Right.
So
That's good.
you can make that one big open box if you wanted to,
Right.
as far as I know. Does this surprise you? What do you think I was gonna bring to you for tonight? I mean, I'm curious. You're pretty quiet. I don't know whether this is
I like it.
bowling you over or good or
I
bad.
definitely like it.
I like it because I think it's a step forward as opposed to these modular units.
Is this in the ballpark you were thinking, Donna?
Yeah, I mean, this is more in line with what people would probably accept.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I think before $2 million was a hefty price. I mean, and when you're talking about a lot of people that taxes keep going up and they have limited income.
Yep.
So, and there's so much that it hasn't been done over the last few decades in this town. So we're trying to play catch up with everything. So, I mean, you don't have a community center, you don't have a library, you don't have parks that we really need. So I think when you ask for $2 million, people say,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. $750,000 is a lot of money too.
Right. I think it's
Yeah, it
easier
is.
pill to swallow, though, yeah, definitely.
That's why I was saying if we could cut it down, that 15%, you know, you're taking off almost $100,000 of that cost. So if you could get it down to $600,000, it becomes more palatable.
Well, remember, I mean, the selectmen, and I'm not sure if they're philosophically still in that mode, but they told us to take a 10 to 20 year look at this. And that's why, especially, we did those 2 bays.
Yes.
Because you're gonna need that within 20 years, there's no
Right.
question.
Yep.
And this other one is a lower priority, and I think we can repackage things and get the minimum stuff that we really should be doing in that green space right there. The bus that we have is inside now. We can take all the water out of the bus. We can throw some antifreeze in the chemical toilet in the back of the bus and put it outdoors all winter long. The only bad thing about that is when you go to a structure fire, you have to lug cases of water into it. That's not the end of the world.
Right.
So as an idea, as a concept, do you like it? Nice for this
As an
budget
idea.
because it reduces it significantly,
Right.
very significantly. And lets the selectmen and then possibly the voters say yea or nay to a bond. I just don't like funding big things like this in 1 year. It's- Especially with what we spent in the past, so.
Okay, so which line are we talking
So-
here?
I think there's a few on here. that-
Yeah.
Yep.
You've already done some of them.
On the bottom of page 17, the first line there is the $100,000 for the water main.
Yeah.
The other 3 that are really germane to this would be roads 516, 518, 519. I think we can leave the fire station septic in there, and let probably, I don't know, selectmen set the number for that. And please don't think that I expect you to, if we finish this big stuff tonight, that's great, but you can meet again and adjust your figures here as more information comes in. I'm very pleased that, I think we can finish tonight in concept, but you probably won't have a total at the end of this, and that's fine with me, because you can meet again. You can meet before your joint meetings with the selectmen or after. And as new information comes up, you may want to change your mind. You didn't have a chance to do that last year.
Right.
Right.
We've got a month now.
Good.
Yeah.
Septic system.
I think that's gonna get down to probably
Because
less than
it did,
$5,000.
yeah, because you reduced it on the February 21st.
Did I take it to 2,500
You
back
took
then?
it to 2,500 because
Yeah.
you said that there was a video inspection
Right.
revealed that it didn't need it. So you had the line down to 2,500,
And
but
I'm
it's
still
back
good.
up to 15.
I'm still good with that number. So,
Was it 25?
25?
2,500.
25?
Not 25,000, 2,500.
Okay. So we should vote on that line?
So it'd be 2,500 instead of 15,000?
Right.
Yep.
We didn't find any big oopses in the video. There's a couple of joints there, one that might actually be cracked, you couldn't see it, but it's not a real smooth pipe to pipe. But it was nice that we didn't find any things that are really wrong. So the line 516, 518, 519, I mean, in the budget, whoop, jeepers, I have two of those at zero.
They'd already voted on 516 and 518,
Oh,
Yeah.
and they, because you had thrown the idea of a bond, and they were talking it then.
Yeah, I think we were including that all in the bond.
did we do that at the last meeting or the one that I was not here?
Last meeting.
Last
I think it
meeting.
was the last meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
So actually, all they've got to include is 519 and 507. And make a motion to put it to a bond and then change 520.
519 and 507.
And I guess back to 507 at the bottom of 17, you can include that as consideration for the selectmen, part of the bond, or you can just take it out for future consideration or pass it as is.
Which one?
The $100,000 for the water line, row 507,
Yep.
I would think if we were gonna do this addition and dig up the parking lot and do everything else, that we should bring in the water at the same time.
Included all the
Included
bond.
as part of the bond.
But
That
then
would-
it's may, that may increase it. to
Unless you
850,
wanna
right?
put it in now and have it bring in, but that means we're bringing it in and we don't even know if we're having an addition, so.
well, if you build an addition, I wouldn't build that addition without a 12-inch line coming off the edge of the building, going under the parking lot and out to the woods. Even if the water line was off the picture, we would at least do that.
Get it set up, right?
Get it hooked up, not hooked up, get the connection on the building out toward the road.
So you just got hooked
As
up.
part of,
Oh, okay, it's part of, if, once we do it,
even if you decide, even if everybody decides not to do the extension from the middle school, elementary school, I would still,
it will still be there and we don't have to dig everything up
that's what I
again.
would do, and I don't think the fire chief would object. Because it's only 900 feet away, and one of these days we're gonna do it.
And that would obviously be
Can't
less than
believe they
100,000, right? Because that, the 100,000 is for the full hookup. Right. So.
Oh, you might spend, no, I don't know. We're gonna make a mess anyway of the parking lot, so we're gonna dig a trench across and put in some 12-inch pipe. You might spend, I don't know, 10 or 20 grand on fittings and labor and all that.
Okay,
I think that can be part of the 750,
yeah, I like that idea.
for just that.
I'd rather see it all done at one time in the bond.
Because hypothetically, when would this construction start? If we were to get the bond passed, would it be, could we do the hookup for the next year's budget, what I'm saying? We got it all
Oh,
set up?
yeah, you could.
Yeah,
I suppose you could, I think it would be pushing it to build this fall.
right, okay.
Well, I would think you
Yeah.
probably, you need some time here to plan this out. You've got to have an architect stamp on it anyway.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, so I would take that 100,000 out and put at least the hookup into the bond.
I'd be more
Okay.
inclined to build it in the spring of 18, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A little more leisurely. You've got the whole building season, you're not fighting the winter coming on.
Right,
Right.
okay. So should we put that down to 0, 507?
We need a motion.
I'll motion to put line 507 to 0.
Second it.
That's your only motion?
Any discussion?
Now, doing that to zero, we're still gonna do our hookup at the
Yes.
fire station, right?
Yes.
So when we go to hook up, we just
Yep.
connect.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think,
That's part of the
well,
bond.
yeah, part of the
Okay,
bond
good to go. Yeah, I'm good with
would be
that.
the hookup, but not the 100,000 on
Yeah,
actually
running
bringing
an
it in.
actual
Right.
line.
Then the
Tack
following
that
year,
next year.
we can revisit and to have it hooked up, and
Connecting
it
it
won't
all the
be
way.
$100,000.
No, we just hook it in.
Yeah.
A lot less,
Yeah.
considerably less.
Yep.
Okay,
All in favor?
4-0.
4-0. Okay.
All right, guys, and Julie, keep me on track here. We're going over the top of page 18. You've dispensed with the rolling units and code enforcement, the 2- and 4-wheel drive sedan. How about electronic signs? I'm gonna go open it. 0510.
10. Where we at, the sign?
Yep, 510.
10. Shit, too far.
And we decided it would go out for a year,
Yeah, I was
or
gonna
we don't
say,
know.
yeah,
That's what I would put it, but
Yeah.
that's the first one.
we
I
had,
just-
I don't know if you were here for some of the discussions, because David was here
Okay,
for one, where he made the trip from the fire station back here, because I had said the corner of, at
right,
the
right,
lights.
right, yes.
And
It
he
was
said,
distracting.
he stopped there
Yeah.
and for the light, and he said, you're right,
Yeah.
it's, nobody's gonna notice the sign there.
I just don't know how many people travel up Townhouse.
That's the minus on that.
Yes.
That's it, that, yeah,
There's a huge
that's the
portion of
big
Waterboro
minus.
that does not
Actually,
use
there's
that
a
road.
good amount of people that come down here
Right.
at 8 o'clock in the morning, because I had to go over to the blood lab one morning, and I got out to at the end of Weber Road, and there was quite a line going down.
Could be a lot of residents of Hollisville, it wouldn't even.
But it doesn't meet the number of people that
Right.
come up Old Alfred Road and
Right.
then come in Route 5.
Right.
I mean, you could buy 2, put them on each end of John Smith by the fire station.
Right.
If you didn't want to put one out here at the monument. I mean, the monument's
I
got
think
some-
you would have a problem getting one there anyway, from the people that have the monument.
Yeah.
What about on the fire station property?
But then you would have to put 2.
Well, Route 5's the busier.
Right,
And certainly Route 5 there is busier than Townhouse.
yes, I
Catch more
think
people
so.
there.
Thought of that.
That's
And
town
if you ever
property,
been
so-
there at 5 o'clock, Old Alfred Road, I mean, they are
Yeah.
backed up all the way to the fire station
Mm,
at, 5:30, 6 o'clock at night.
right.
You can do 2 if you want to. But I suggest we start with
I don't
one.
really like the black signs, is the thing. I
Right.
really, I mean,
Just unsightly, yeah.
no, but it's visually hard to read them. I mean, now some of them, like Baker Automotive has a really large sign where they do, especially when they advertise their Yokohama tires. The letters are this high, so you can actually read them. I mean, we would have more of a stationary sign. It wouldn't be constantly changing.
Well,
like-
it's not supposed to change that often. DOT has some regs so that you're not supposed to see moving letters with an average trip going by that. It's minutes, I think.
Really?
That'd
Yeah.
be interesting, because go by and look at Baker
Oh, most of
Automotive.
them are all in violation. The DOT doesn't have the time to police
Yeah,
that.
'cause I was gonna say Bonnie Eagle definitely moves.
Yeah, some of them, continue.
You know, and Lakeside, I mean, because if you're looking to see what the temperature is out, and you're not going by at the right time, you don't
Right,
catch
you're
the
on
lunch,
temperature.
Right.
Both
But
on
we
the other
would
side,
need
too.
to have something constantly changing anyway.
I don't want it changing. It's a distraction to the drivers.
But you would want something, at least that we could constantly, when something needs to be put up, it's put up.
Oh, I mean, you can change it every 5 minutes if you want, or hour, or,
For nothing scrolling type of thing, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may scroll while it changes, but it's gonna stay for the next X number of minutes you said it on those words. Let's talk about yes or no to doing it, all of these wonderful ideas. We gotta pull the trigger.
And Parks and Recs is raising money for it.
Right.
How much they got for it? Like 7,500 or something? Didn't they?
I don't think they had that much.
much
They
they-
got money out there for 2 years, but it's never been pulled out of the general fund. Somebody's donated, I haven't got a current report. Do you still have your report that I gave you for last week with
It's,
you?
it's probably at the house.
Okay, I didn't print one out. Shame
What
on
was
me.
that, the,
It's look into the revenues for Parks and Rec.
They had some money.
Thank you. You're welcome. This is one on the 22nd.
I don't know where you put it.
I don't know.
It's a tough one.
but I don't want to go cheap on a sign.
Well, I got $1,000 in this year's budget already that they've raised.
Well, I can tell you, Donna, that 15 will get you just the sign with the moving letters. It's not gonna get you that nice blue welcome to Waterboro motif that we have up above it. I mean, we've got the posts out here. We can probably use these posts. But we're gonna have to spend maybe some other municipal building money to make it look nicer than just that box. I think that box by itself is pretty ugly.
Yeah, that's my problem.
If
I
all
can't
you
get
see
past.
is, you know, and it doesn't have to be red letters. I think
Right.
you've got full control over those types of things.
Colors, yeah.
I don't know if we make it blue for the lake or green for Massabesic, but
Right.
Bonnie Eagles is green and yellow.
I know, I wish they could make them with a white background like we have in regular signs, because it's much easier to read.
I'm guessing that you've got complete control over them.
Is there any of those pictures
I
there,
didn't see
Donna?
any on that page, and
Okay.
I didn't have time to really go through a lot of their signs, but almost all of them had a black background. You were just able to change
The color of the
the
lights on
color of the LEDs.
Message.
That's probably the cheaper versions. David
Yeah,
did
and
a lot
it
of
probably would cost a lot of money to have a white background.
I don't know the answer to that. David would know.
So, do we have any motion on this?
Well, I would like to wait another year to really look into it and get something, because I think the Welcome to Waterboro, are putting that with it. So it isn't just everything's electronic. I think that keeps in line with the rest of what's in town. So I make a motion to bring it down to 0 for this year. Because we can put money aside, unfortunately.
I was just gonna say, can we put money aside for it?
I mean, you can have reserve accounts. We don't do that.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
for little things like this.
Right.
We can fundraise for it, and we can set up a reserve account if we want. If we decide we want to do that for fire trucks or dump trucks or big equipment, we can do that. Shapley does that, and when they need to buy a dump truck or a big something, they pay cash.
Right.
Because every year they put $100,000 or $200,000 away, just for that purpose.
Right.
I'd love to get to the point of being able to do that here. Maybe, wow.
So you motioned, right?
Yes.
Motion
Yes.
is to 0 for line 510.
I will second the motion.
Any discussion? All in favor?
4-0.
4-0.
Thank you. So, that's it for,
Oh, did we vote on the fire? Do we have to?
519 you gotta vote on.
Yep, 519 and 520.
20.
yep,
Okay, I make a motion to put line 519 to 0, include it in the bond.
I'm gonna write that as, that's your motion, and to include it in a bond. You okay with that?
Yes.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
4-0, thank you.
Septic system,
Yes.
the
2,500.
2,500? I make a motion that it be reduced down to 2,500. And I think the town administrator will have that in his budget as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I make a motion for 2,500.
Second the motion?
Any discussion?
Negative.
All in favor?
4-0.
4-0.
Thank you.
Oy.
Now, in my mind, this is where when we get with selectmen and we start really getting down to mill rate increases, et cetera, and hopefully you folks will be there. This is where I would prioritize, one or more of these projects in these big lines, as well as the paving line, which is at 280,000 back in the DPW budget. So we don't need to do that tonight. If there's a dollar limit you want to target tonight, that's fine.
I've got a question on 522.
Okay.
It says Ossipee Hill Road, dirt section, 1,600 feet, initial base coat.
Yes.
Didn't we already vote on that last year? I'm positive we did.
I thought we took it out.
No, we took out Old Alfred Road, but we left that in.
Don't recall.
I can go
My stuff's on my cabinet if you want me to go
dig
get
it
it.
up. You got a budget from last year?
Yep.
I mean, I do, but one of us
I
should
do too, probably, but it's not here.
Say that again?
I says I do too, but it's not here.
Right.
The dirt section, well, if you've driven over it, you know,
Yes,
it's pretty
all the
rugged.
time.
I mean, there are no houses there.
Right, that's my hang up.
That's been my resistance, and
Honestly.
Doug and I were in great philosophical battles the last 2 years. We've been working together. There's no houses there. It is used a lot.
Well, if
The
there
thing
were
is,
more-
yeah, it's used a lot because you got people that are coming from Limerick and they have to go up to that end of town. They go every time I drive through that road. There's always cars coming either way.
Yep.
Always.
What road are we talking about now?
Ospey Hill.
Ospey Hill Road.
I mean, it's just not a road meant to be traveled that way.
But I tell you what,
correct? I mean, is there any way to restrict that?
Yeah, we
So-
can block it off, but
Yeah.
first call you get is from
Oh, I know.
the school
I
bus.
know.
Yeah.
But I'm
Likes to go
thinking,
through there.
I'm thinking,
Not turn around.
I'm thinking if we
talking
wait
about
until
the
there's
road
more
that goes up the
development
hill,
up there, it will increase the tax base and.
No. Well,
No?
yeah. This one right up here.
Right,
If you
like, if there's
continue
more development.
right.
through it,
'Cause I know
there's a
stuff
section
for sale.
that's dirt road just before you get to it connects Middle Road.
Okay, okay.
I mean, if I was gonna toss something out of all these here, that would be the one, because A, it's dirt now, and B, there's no houses on it.
Yeah,
The very end of the pavement, by about the last quarter to 3/8 of a mile of old Ospey Hill Road, before you get to that dirt piece, needs to be repaved. And that's part of this.
They need to redo that intersection. Sorry. That intersection is all messed up.
which one, the one on Middle Road?
No, the one on
Okay.
Ossipee Hill Road. Because as you're coming from Ossipee Hill Road, let's say you're heading towards the dirt extension,
Okay.
you come to the where Straw Mill Brook
Straw Mill,
Road is.
Okay, right, yep,
Straw Mill Brook Road doesn't stop.
I know.
Ossipee Hill Road stops in the middle of the road. And on this side, if you're coming from this side, which I do to get to my in-laws' house,
Okay.
you stop behind the trees. So the only way I can see is to get out in the middle of the road. And by then, if somebody's coming, it's too late.
So we need some tree cutting at least?
No, they need
No,
to.
it needs
They need
to-
to redo that. They need to
needs to
stop on
realign.
Straw Mill Brook Road,
Okay.
and Ospey Hill Road should be one continuous road.
Okay.
You're right. In this year we're in now,
Yes.
the Ossipee Hill Road paved section, before you get to the dirt, it's gonna be shim and overlay to the tune of $43,000, about 3,000 feet.
Okay.
Okay,
And that's all alligated up and pretty awful, so
Yeah.
repaving.
okay,
This, what we're talking about here, is just the dirt section for $25,000.
gotcha, okay.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah.
Chadbourne Ridge is, continuing up where you left off last time around.
And how many houses are on that section?
On the Chadbourne Ridge section,
I mean, because that's $70,000 right there.
no, I take that back. Where we are now in the CIP, that's the drainage work that continues on up, to get that water in a pipe out of the ditch so it doesn't wash the road out. And then shim and overlay. And for this year, we're gonna do a little bit of paving.
But you don't
beyond
know
the-
whereabouts that section is?
It's gonna continue, you know where we stopped last fall?
No,
Chadbourne Ridge?
no.
You go up there and you can see it.
So is it like at Lord Road or Braden?
We stopped at, Lord's is where John's entrance is, John Gale's entrance, right? We stopped there. It's gonna go, continue on past that. Pretty much to the end of the road unless we run out of money.
Now, is the goal to go all the way through? Well, I know we only go to a certain point, right, on
Yeah,
Chadbourne?
that stops, what does that stop? Another,
How far does
3/8
our
of a
section
mile.
of the road go? Waterboro section of that road?
I've got it in my office. I don't think it's more than another 3/8 of a mile that we're gonna do.
And the other town up there is Hollis? Because that part's paved coming in.
Oh, that's quite a ways away.
It is, okay.
Yeah, then it gets really rough and then,
Right,
you
so
know,
there would never be any
Yeah, it's
desire to
not
connect
paved.
that all and develop that
maybe
and,
in your grandchildren's.
yeah, okay. There's a lot of land up there.
I show Blueberry Hill Road, 300 feet dirt section, initial paving and ditching. Was that another one we voted on last year? Because I thought Blueberry Hill Road,
I believe
Doug
we
had
did talk
said-
about that last
yeah,
year.
Doug had said that if we agreed to it, he'd already talked with the guy from Alfred, and they were just gonna meet.
Well,
He already got.
are you back on page 15 now on Hot Top?
19.
19.
You're on page 19.
We're still on
225, or 525.
525.
Oh, blue,
Have
okay.
it, looks like it's not being recommended by the department.
Well, back in the Hot Top line, if you go back to page 15, Blueberry Road's gonna, our Blueberry Road's gonna get a new foot of gravel. We're gonna rip up the pavement, we're gonna put some, we can't dig down, we can't dig the ditches down there. We've gotta raise the road up to get the water out of it. So, part of that Hot Top line, on row 433 in your budget here, part of the $280,000 is to put a new foot of gravel on there and then pave it out of, I guess, a combination between that paving line and the upgrade roads line 525.
Can I use sheet here
Yep.
for a second? All right, I'm reading between last year's budget to the warrant articles, all right? With the upgrades of the roads, the budget committee put in $285,000. The selectmen cut it for 200 to 250, and it was approved and voted on for 260. So I can't tell you who's,
Wow, at town meeting?
yeah.
I don't know.
This is on the draft that I have as of
Yeah, that
April
doesn't make sense.
15th. I don't have a final one, so I can't tell you exactly.
Well, if you've been up Blueberry, you know that anytime you have an alligated road, you'd have too much water in the substrate there, and it's just continuous, and this doesn't do the whole section. in terms
Donna,
of-
can I have those
in terms of
financials,
drainage.
please? Thanks.
And then Middle Road, I don't really travel that much, once in a while. Last time I remember being on it, I didn't think it was overly horrible. But like I said, I don't travel it very much.
Couple thousand feet there, that it's gonna be pretty, I mean, that's drainage, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Plus shim and overlay paving. That's minor paving. Probably most of that 119 is gonna be, time and materials putting in drainage.
260,000.
For what?
The upgrades of roads in this year's current budget.
In this year's budget?
It's $268,533.
So that 250 should be, it's not an even 260 from town meeting? This is another, oh, this is
Well,
another
that's-
carry forward,
That's the carry forward in there,
okay. So,
because this is 222, so it was a 260,000.
so 260 should be instead of 250 under column F in the budget for row 521. Is that accurate to say?
I got too many year budgets here, I'm sorry.
Yeah, grab tonight's book. Row 521.
No, leave it at your 250, because I'm not sure, when I looked at your final budget for 2017, the rest of that is carry forwards, Gary. So your
Okay.
250 is right.
All right, leave it as is.
Yes, leave it as is, because that final column was right.
What we're trying to do in everything we show you is we're trying to show you the budget that was passed at town meeting last year in July. And all these carry forwards that we would come back in and put in September through December, be verified by the audit. But we don't want to do that because it messes up what the budget looks like here.
Right.
And I told you before, at the last meeting, we can add $500,000 to this year's budget right now and take care of our budget deficit. But it's funny money. It's not the same apples to apples.
Right.
It's adding money to this year's budget that we'd already raised in taxes from the previous year. We shouldn't do that. I hate the fact that my budget's almost $800,000 up, but I'm not about to say, oh, let's put 500 in it from the carry forwards and make it look wonderful.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I'd like to see us, just discussion, eliminate the Ospey Road project,
So on row 522,
Ospey Hill Road.
remove 25,000?
Yeah.
Is that your discussion point? I don't hear a motion.
What do you guys think?
I don't know, because that one is another one that school buses have to go down.
Okay.
So, you know, from being in Arrowhead, I mean,
Right.
they just paved my road, which is Keystone and Victoria. But for years, the school bus actually came in Keystone
Right.
and out Victoria. So, I mean, we constantly had our road regraded to eliminate all those holes. But believe me, the people on the other end didn't have it. I mean, if you went further up Keystone or another road, you wouldn't have that advantage.
Right.
So,
And how do we maintain the intersection? Do we grade it at all?
Oh, yes.
Like
we
how?
grade it.
Like monthly or?
No,
No.
but probably 4 times a year.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, it needs it again. It's bad.
the
I can't even
Ospey
drive
Hill,
on it right now. It's so bad. But
Right.
Oh, come on.
no, seriously.
You just have to go slow.
I mean, the good thing about it being dirt is that it's gonna keep the people slow.
yes.
Maybe
through
deter
there.
people from even
I mean-
using it and tearing it up.
For most
there's-
people, it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a pretty sharp drop off in some spots. If you going too fast and you lose control,
Could
You're
be a
done.
bad accident, yeah.
so
Yeah, one of those knuckleheads was in the ditch with his truck one morning when he didn't need to be there. It was a sunny day.
yeah,
He was just going too fast on this
Oh, no.
ruddy road.
yeah. I'm sure the people that actually live on that road would appreciate it because it's supposed to be 15 miles an hour through there. But if we pave it, they're not going to be going 15 miles an hour.
No.
No. Definitely not.
Oh, I know.
And then
Like
the
I
other-
said, they just paved our road last fall.
Yeah.
And
And
people,
are they talking speed bumps yet?
no, Scott doesn't want to do that.
Okay.
I think because of the fact that for the plows,
Yeah.
that it's a pain for the plow. Because I asked him about,
Right.
You do
we gotta put
temporary
in speed
ones.
bumps.
Right.
Because there's only a it's like maybe 700 feet from New Dam to the next intersection.
Okay, that's all.
But even when it was dirt, they would fly up the road.
Yeah.
And
gonna
now they
stop.
go even,
Go
even faster.
Right.
So, line 522, what are your wishes?
Well, I'm gonna make a motion to remove the $25,000 project for the Ospey Hill Road.
I'll second that. Any more discussion? All in favor?
3 to 1.
3 to 1.
Yeah. 197. No.
216. It's 25. Right.
See, I would have went with the shim and overlay. And just done the drainage on Chadbourne Ridge.
191?
Right. Yes, yeah, it's 191. Okay, what do you think of sidewalks 523? You start doing that, or put it into the future?
I would like to see that happen. Or start working on it. I think that part of town needs a definite boost.
No.
No on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. It's tricky. I would say no on that as
Okay.
well. And the only reason I say that is, well, I mean, they've got some sidewalks, but it definitely needs improvement. I just don't think that we should do it this year.
Okay. I'm fine with that. So I, keep it on our radar.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
agree. So I'd recommend, or I'll make a motion that we take the sidewalks, move it from 50,000 to $0.
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
4-0, thank you. Next two are already 0.
Yeah.
And did we jump over anything? No, I think so. We did, correct me if I'm wrong, Julie and folks, but I think we did everything else in the CIP previously. Anybody disagree with that?
No?
How about, I mean, do you want to make a blanket motion on the idea of bonding these things for the fire station? I think you agree that that's an idea worthy of discussion. Whether or not we do it or not is another thing, but I think it might be nice for you to say yea or nay to some words here for the selectmen to recommend something to them. So, you agree with that? We can have that be your almost last act here before we start meeting jointly with them.
I'd like to think about it a little bit more on that. And look at the,
Yeah.
I can get you copies, and I mean, selectmen copies of this too.
okay, that'd be good.
Discuss with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to table that?
Yes,
Well, it's, I mean,
Do we
it's
wanna
not, it's
vote on-
not in the budget,
Right.
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 but I think it would be good for you to make a statement, whatever you want to say. Are you okay philosophically here with starting to meet with them and then knowing that you can meet yourselves and do some other things separately? Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna say you guys are a unanimous green light to start meeting with the selectmen?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep,
Yes? Okay,
Yeah.
good, thank you.
We still got to vote on the total upgrade for road subtotal,
For,
line 521.
for what, Jim?
It says upgrades for roads.
Oh, the total, right.
Yeah,
What did we come in at here?
191.
That's gonna be 191 even, yeah.
Yep.
okay, I make a motion.
You don't have much choice, that's the only thing left there.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless you want to make more cuts. That would be the only.
No, I'm fine with where it is.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Okay,
So you made a motion?
I made a motion
Okay, I'll
for
second.
190.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion?
Negative.
All in favor of upgrading roads to 191? Down from 266. All in favor?
Okay. Anything else you want to chat about this evening? Got anything else, Julie, on the correction mode there?
So I'm double checking.
And you want to shoot for having the selectmen in your meetings on Thursdays? And,
Well, their meeting, they have a meeting next Tuesday anyway.
they do, I think if there's a budget time on the agenda, I think it should just be me introducing things and giving them this dressed up thing. I don't think we need to take your time then. You're welcome to come.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a long budget presentation. I
So
think,
they wouldn't be ready for Thursday night, right?
I don't see why we couldn't do that if they're up for it.
Okay.
I am.
This Thursday?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
No, no.
Yeah,
Oh, next
because
Thursday.
we've
Next
already
Next
allotted,
Thursday.
Yeah.
we've already allotted this Thursday as a meeting time,
Right.
and it would be at 7
Oh, is that
because,
your question? Are
Yeah.
they ready for this Thursday?
Yeah.
yeah,
Ooh, they haven't seen the budget.
Yeah, they haven't even glanced.
okay.
They're way behind you in terms of basic
Okay.
information.
So we'd have to.
I don't mind asking.
Okay.
Always ask.
Ask, yeah.
There is just a minor one for $139, and that's on, underneath the code enforcement.
What mind you got?
Editorial change, budget committee, or do you want to vote on it?
That's
I think you can
yeah.
just go ahead and change that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to make your notes on your paperwork, and we go ahead and change it for you? It's the retirement, increase
No, wait a
it.
minute, get us to the page. It's page 7, is it?
Yeah, I think she said code
Yes,
enforcement.
page 7,
Row 168,
yes.
Got it.
okay?
Increase it to 3864. And your grand total on the previous page for 161 will be 69,474.
Alright.
Good.
And is it all right to move the overtime line to the regular line because, well, no, leave it alone. Forget I said that. That's the reason of the change, because there wasn't retirement on those, the total of the two.
37, 3. If the selectmen say yes, this is the second, so we've got to go, we've got to start at
No,
7
oh, yeah.
because of EDC.
So they don't,
Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah, it'd be at
EDC
7
meets this
o'clock.
Thursday.
yes, I know.
Yeah.
I would almost rather they had time to
Yeah.
look over it a little more.
I think that's
Like,
what they're going to say.
Giving it
It's
to them and be like, okay, we want to discuss within 48 hours.
it's not a
To
fair.
digest.
Yeah,
I should
because
say
it'd
so.
be a long meeting, they'll tend to get bogged down in reading it and
Right.
thinking about it. so.
I mean, what I'll do with them is, now that we've done our thing here, is I'll give them a memo that starts with page 1 and goes right down through.
Okay,
And then I'll give them usually $100,000 to $200,000 worth of things to consider for reducing, and another $100,000 to $200,000, and I haven't even written that yet. And they certainly haven't even seen this.
okay,
I don't mind asking,
right. I just think it's pushing it.
but I don't know that
Yeah.
it would be very productive.
Yeah,
I can
Yeah,
probably,
I don't think so, I think you're right, it wouldn't.
okay.
I'd rather wait till next Thursday.
yeah.
I can prime them with a good take-home package and a little bit of discussion for next Tuesday night, and then a week from this Thursday.
Yeah.
So you're shooting for the
So the
16th?
So the
16.
the ninth, right?
No, 16.
The 16th.
Okay. Oh,
Today's the
yes, yes.
7th.
Geez, I'm on the week before.
Is that good or bad?
That's good.
You gonna be here, Rich?
Don't
I
know.
don't
I'm
know.
fine.
I won't know till Monday. I won't know.
Yeah.
You're this close enough, can you drive?
I don't know what.
What's your ticket?
Do you know? good
I
or
don't
bad?
know.
You
Okay.
won't know till Monday.
Yeah, I won't know any. I don't know anything.
Well, I mean, Thursdays is the best night for Lisa if she can be here.
Yeah,
So,
I'll do my
Okay.
best, but
so until further notice, next meeting,
yeah,
March 16th.
Is Wednesday better, or is,
that doesn't matter. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot for Thursday. If I know it's going to be that, I'm going to try to adjust my schedule. I'll try to get back here.
And that's at 6:30?
March 16th, 6:30. If the selectmen want to push it to 6, I'm going to say that's not good for,
Yeah, I can come in a little later. I mean,
okay,
if that would be okay.
6 good or bad?
good,
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I can sneak on in.
Man, that's going to be a tough one.
Okay.
All right.
I got my work cut out. Make the memo of the year here. Ugh,
You can do it.
I know, done it before. Any further motions, Mr. Chairman, for any other thing? Like adjournment, perhaps?
Oh,
like that?
like an adjournment. I motion that we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Excuse me, 7:45.
7:45.
7?
10 o'clock.